Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Hello. Hello, it's Phil Holford. Welcome to episode 13.
Before we get started, hit the subscribe button and the notifications button so you can be notified when I make a new video. I'm learning. I'm really always learning with kids. It's 100 lessons a day, probably more than that, on how to be present with the things that I'm doing and present with my children when they need me. As soon as they feel fulfilled, as soon as they feel like their needs are met, they are just happy and they'll be themselves. But if their needs are not being met, their emotional needs I'm talking about, then they'll keep nagging and you'll get more and more frustrated. And learning how to be present with them, giving them the emotional attention that they need, but also encouraging them to do things on their own. And I'm learning that balance all the time, as I'm sure you are too. I honestly don't really have that many tips on how to stay present with kids because I'm really learning it. My kids are still young, they're 5 and 3. I'm just practicing, you know. I think a big part of it is to not overanalyze yourself and your actions and just to feel and just be with them, be playful and to interact in a way that a child would, like just their attention just shuts off from everything else and they're focused on whatever it is that they're doing. And I think that that's quite fun for us actually, to just stop criticizing ourselves and stop judging ourselves for how we're interacting with our kids and just interact, just have fun and play. As my kids get older, they do want to play more, especially Zion. He wants to be more role play. He's a bit of an actor. He's a very good actor, in fact. I want to encourage that in him, but it can be quite hard for me to get out of my own head. And I think probably some of you can relate. That's what I want to give you today, just to keep practicing and not judging yourself. Because playing with your kids and parenting is quite challenging sometimes. For some, it's really easy and they click into it. But for most of us, it's quite hard. And we have to reconnect with being a child again because we've kind of forgotten how to play sometimes. Yeah?
Where are you?
Oh, you've been cooking.
I have.
What have you cooked?
Meat.
Fried meat.
Yeah. Do you like meat, Papa?
Oh. Maybe I should focus on you first and then answer the meat question. Yeah?
Is there some here?
Oh, the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one?
Yeah.
So it's this one then?
Yeah.
Would you like me to get you some water in a pan?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I've got some water for you.
Thank you.
Can I put that one in?
Yeah. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna get some water.
How long's that going to take?
It's gonna take 100 minutes.
Set the timer for 100 minutes and
Yeah.
I'll do a handstand. One more try. Huh?
Go on, you, Papa.
No, you can't go on me on this one. This is one of the hardest moves I'm learning to do. It's very difficult for me.
I always cook dinner.
What a messy cook. Got your water.
That's so tall. I mean, like this. Like that.
Pretty tall like that. How tall is it? Is it taller than this camera? Not quite.
And it goes like this. Needs to grow.
Oh, what's that?
What?
You got something on your... What's this? I really want to offer them the best play experience as they grow up, and I don't want them to feel as though they didn't get enough time with their dad, you know? So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.